Coming up on this edition of Community Insider, we meet with Cindy Rogers with the Homeland Community Bank Warren County Arts and Crafts Fair, seeing all the beautiful decorations and also Christmas crafts. That and much more on this edition of Community Insider.
Greetings from the Warren County Arts and Crafts Fair. I'm Cindy Rogers. I'm with Homeland Community Bank, and we are celebrating the 51st annual show. This is a tradition that has started in 1969. We did have a couple years that we've had a hiatus from the show. Our last show here was in 2018, and with the renovations and of course COVID, we are happy to be back in 2022 with the 51st show.
Welcome to another edition of Community Insider. Join us as we travel Middle Tennessee, uncovering history and experiencing the adventure of unique stories and events coming to you inside your community.
Greetings from the Warren County Arts and Crafts Fair. I'm Cindy Rogers. I'm with Homeland Community Bank, and we are celebrating the 51st annual show. This is a tradition that has started in 1969. We did have a couple years that we've had a hiatus from the show. Our last show here was in 2018, and with the renovations and of course COVID, we are happy to be back in 2022 with the 51st show. This is long celebrated and long looked for. As you can see behind us, there's lots of folks milling around and doing Christmas shopping. We certainly could not do this show without our many talented artists, and they're from various areas around our community and within our community. So please come see all the beautiful items that they are talented and have prepared just for you. And if you're looking for that special and unique gift, we certainly have that here. This will be culminating on Saturday evening at 6 o'clock, and then we look forward again to the tradition in 2023. Homeland Community Bank is a proud sponsor of the Warren County Arts and Crafts Fair. We do this as a community project. We love giving back to the community. It's the community that's made us, and we are proud to be open now in 2023 for 20 years. So we are truly banking by the people for the people.
Hi, my name is Reba Milburn. I make Swarovski jewelry and seed bead jewelry. I sew them together with a needle and fire line, and all of the pearls and all of the crystals that I use are Swarovski. I do this because I just love to do it. I love to create something beautiful, and I love meeting people when I sell it. This is a wonderful craft show that we have going here. There's so many nice people to talk to, and I enjoy that part just as much as I do making it.
Where are you from?
We live here in McMinnville, up on Harrison Ferry Mountain.
That's great.
Yeah.
What got you into this?
Well, boredom mostly. When we retired, I decided that I needed to do something with my time, so I started making jewelry, and then just sort of got more interested in it and wanted to do harder stuff, so this is what I ended up with. These are Swarovski crystals, and these are Swarovski pearls. You can see the back of it is made of pearls. Same with this. And what I do is I weave them with a needle and fire line, and I just pick up each seed bead and weave it together for each piece. This is called a herringbone stitch, and it's pretty timely. This is a herringbone stitch also. This is a brick stitch here. I make it with different materials in that these are called tilas, and of course there's the pearls and the seed beads. The seed beads are sterling silver that I use, or else gold plated. Sometimes I design my own stuff. Most of the time I design my own stuff. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I get my ideas off of the YouTube or something like that, you know, and then just make it. But it's all very intricate, all very intricately woven. I re-stitch every bead. My telephone number is area code 931-224-2877. You can always reach me there, and I, place an order, and I can fill your order that way.
Hi, I'm Gwen Hildreth. I'm from McMinnville in Warren County. Great place to live, y'all. You should really come here. I have been doing this as long as Homeland has had it, but I did it, I think, 3 or 4 years when Citibank did it also. I have to say that this is, Cindy and the people at Homeland do a wonderful job. They make us feel comfortable. They do everything for us. It's really nice. I make chenille pumpkins. They're made out of old bedspreads. And a man from the Southern Standard asked me, he says, well, how long does it take you to make these? And I said, well, I usually get them done in about a month because I'm always behind. Also, my little turkeys, I make them out of the chenille, but I also make them out of, and I have to say this for all the grandmas out there, raggedy quilts, not good quilts. I buy them at I have gotten one from the Iron Pig in Woodbury and places like that. They'll have some that are just completely beat up, and that's what I use them for, because I would not cut up a good quilt. It's occasionally you'll get one that's nice, but not otherwise. I don't sell these things on my, I have a Facebook page. It's ID Please is the name of it. I don't sell these on there. This is solely craft fair stuff. I do the monogramming and I do applique also, and really enjoy it, love it. I also make these snowmen. I've been making them for, I don't know, I guess maybe 4 or 5 years. They are a labor of love, I guess you'd have to say, because every one that I make, it's different, and usually it's because I'm thinking of somebody at the time. Yesterday I had maybe 30 UT ones, and they were gone before 1 o'clock. So next year I am doing more UT. So we better win. Anyway, maybe not, but I will not do others. I made snowballs for the first time this year. They've not been real popular, but that's okay. This is our cousinette this year. We always have a cousinette with hair. And we have a Clan McGregor down here that's got him up right here. He's got him a beard. I had one with a mullet. They're just fun to play with. And I mean, like my husband says, well, how many snowmen do you need? Well, you need as many as you need, You got a whole house, you can fill them up. Yeah. But I really enjoy it, and like I said before, Homeland has done a really good job for us. Our craft fair has blossomed with them, and I appreciate everything they do for us.
For more information, once again?
Oh, for me? It's ID, it's all small letters, ID Please, and it's on Facebook. I'm on Etsy also, same name. You just go to Etsy and put in ID Please and you'll find me, or call me at home. I live here in McMinnville, always have. Somebody can find me. Cindy can tell you where I am.
I'm Leslie Neal, and this is my friend Katie Noodle Jones, and we make the old-fashioned hard rock candy. We started doing this basically because my mom pressured us to, so we gave in and started making the candy. It is a family recipe that we do not share, so the craft fair is about the only time you'll get some. So we have some mixes that have pina colada, key lime, mango, blackberry, raspberry, watermelon, cherry, orange, grape, and then cinnamon, double cinnamon. We had a holiday mix that has butter rum, peppermint, and cinnamon, and then some of our traditional flavors, sassafras, peppermint, things like that.
Hey folks, Justin Reed, the Balloon Dude here, having a whole lot of fun. I'm making a parrot, so pardon me while I work. Oh, sorry there, that was kind of off camera though. I don't know any other job where you're guaranteed to make people happy. So that's why I love doing this. You can also catch me weekday mornings. I do Town Talk on WBMC and also on Wild Country. I also preach at the Arlington Church of Christ, 2500 Faulkner Springs Road. We'd love for you to come be our honored guest. Sometimes there's even balloons at church if you're nice, but just come for the word and we'll have a whole lot of fun. I met Jonathan here at the craft fair. I'm moving out of frame just to be rude. You want this on your shoulder? Which shoulder? You ready? 1, 2 and a half, and 3. Ta-da! You got a parrot on your shoulder. Thank you, buddy.
A candy cane.
Red and white?
Red and white.
Make sure you don't eat this candy cane, okay? It's not going to taste too good. I'm wearing a cacti, by the way. I don't know if you caught that one or not. So.
How many years you been doing this, Justin?
At the craft fair or just in total?
In total.
17 and a half. And I still have all my original fingers. I do have a permanent indention where I tie balloons, but you know.
So I guess when me and you met, you'd been doing it a couple years.
Just a few years, yeah. Still kind of wet behind the ears on it. We, BC, before COVID, I was doing about 65 events a year. I'm doing about 40 now. So.
How can people find out about maybe you doing an event or something?
Find me on Facebook, Justin Reed the Balloon Dude, facebook.com/balloondude25, or you can call my office, 615-295-8999. That's 615-295-8999. I guess you can write to me, General Delivery Smart. That gets to me as well, but you know. There you go, buddy. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tom Schrader, and I do woodworking. I've started basically in high school, went into the military, kind of took a little bit of a sidetrack. When I got out, I started back with the woodworking. And so here local at the Beach Grove, all the hardwood that we have here is harvested off my place. The softwood is harvested at Lowe's, and I just put it together and have fun with it. You know, I just get ideas. It just comes to me. And I know, obviously, we're from Tennessee. That comes in big. And so I took a piece of spalted hickory and then put a design around it out of pine that's painted and stained. And those are very popular. They work really well. Same thing here. That's just a piece of hardwood walnut with, you know, barnwood. And so woodworking is just therapeutic to me.
So what did you do for your regular job?
For my regular job when I was in the military?
Yeah.
I was a fighter pilot. I flew fighters for almost 30 years, yeah.
Wow. So I guess this was just a way for you to get away from all that.
It's a way to, detune a little bit, de-stress. You bet.
What's your most favorite stuff that you've done?
You know, that's kind of hard to answer because I, as you see, I'm kind of into all kinds of wood. I just got into carving, and you're about to show some of that. Even the scroll work, I haven't been into scroll work very much, but you'll see here in just a minute some of the things you can do with a scroll saw that I enjoy, like this piece right here, a piece of cherry scroll work, cherry and pine. I love the intricacy of it. But I kind of dabble in all kinds of woodworking, wood burning.
So how can people find out more information about you?
Well, I do not have a website, but I do have an email address. But for the most part, it's all local. We're just getting started. Just getting started. I mean, even some of the fine work. That's spalted hackberry and walnut and cherry and oak.
So what got you to McMinnville?
Well, what got me in the local area, when I got out of the military, I decided to move to Tennessee to be closer to family. Used to live in Nashville and the surrounding areas. So now I don't have very far to go to family. I missed them when I was in the military, so now I moved closer. And McMinnville is close by.
I'm Jonathan Griffith. I've been doing art shows for 17 years. I'm also a school teacher, and I just do this on the side, travel around and do a few shows a year. I participate in a few studio tours, and most of the shows I do are in Middle Tennessee or East Tennessee. And
show us some of your work here.
Okay, so these are some of my art pieces, and I make these clay tiles, and then I put different woods around them to make different compositions. Some of them are non-objective designs like this one, and this one is a more non-objective design. It's got some burls in the background, and then different woods to make those combinations. Then I do these landscapes here.
Oh, beautiful, man. So tell me where this come from.
The idea?
Yeah, the idea.
Well, so when I was doing some slab work for some of these smaller pieces, when I would roll out the slabs or start cutting the slabs, I would have pieces left over, and then so I would start combining those pieces into overlapping shapes, and then when I would roll them together, I could make these landscapes. And then so I started putting those on pieces of wood, and then so the landscapes, and then I sort of work with the wood in the background to kind of give it a feeling of depth. So this one has some of the lighter tones in the wood here and the darker ones here.
Very cool, man. Very nice.
And then I do a lot of functional work. So there's just a coffee mug, and every piece is signed on the bottom, and I trim a foot on everything, and I try to make it feel really lightweight and comfortable in your hand. And then here's some slab work or hand building that I do with textures. These are some cups. I like playing with designs and textures. There's a few more cups there.
For more information about all your stuff, how can people?
I have a website. It's jonathanlgriffith.com, and I'm also on Instagram at jonathanlgriffith.
I'm Brad Greenwood, been blacksmith, coppersmith for about 23 or 4 years. My shop is at home, and most of the things that you see here are ideas that I'm supposed to say inspired by other people, but I just generally steal ideas from others. It's the truth of the matter.
Brad, you mentioned how long you've been doing it. What got you started in this?
I always wanted to be a blacksmith since I was a little kid, but didn't think there were any around. And 2008, my wife and I had just moved into the dream home that we just built, and the business that I owned died when the economy did. So at 50-something years old, I didn't have any choice. I had a brand new mortgage and no job. So my hobby became a house payment.
Oh, wow. Now you got some big kettles.
Uh-huh.
Ranging in price of what? Where does he start at?
The fire pits, the bowl type fire pits run $4.95. They're the ends out of propane tanks. That one there happens to be a 350-gallon tank. I do.
You got some more here, smaller ones.
That's actually the caps off the tanks that cover the valves.
Okay. And you can make, I guess, specialty stuff for people that wants a certain size. Stuff
absolutely,
like
I can do custom. I prefer doing custom because what you see in here is just stuff that came out of my head.
Yeah. Well, listen, Brad, we thank you. For more information, if people want to see more of your work, how can they get a hold of you?
I have a website. I'll let you take a picture of that card. Got phone number, website, and email.
Hello, my name's Sam Taylor. I own Taylor Made Woodworks. Been working in wood for about 5-6 years. Started out because I built my wife a log home, and then I convinced her to buy me some machinery so I could build everything inside, and that way that's how I ended up with a shop. I've got about 3,200 square foot shop and can build anything from 150 foot of bar top for wedding venue to dining tables to cabinets to anything. But the thing I do, I started this because my wife sells jams and jellies. She's been doing it for most of her life, 40 plus years. In fact, one of her recipes is one I love the most is bread and butter jalapenos. You want to talk about something on a bologna sandwich in your eggs or in your beans or anything like that. It just, I go through a pint of them a week. So anyway, she wanted me to do something to come with her to the shows. So I started doing the boards and stuff and started making charcuterie boards, which I'm from the South, I'm not French. So I call them couterie boards. So they're finished both sides. You can use either side.
Where do you get your wood?
I get it from a little bit of everywhere over at Etheridge, and trees fall on our property, on friends' properties. I have a mill now to where I can cut it up and then dry it. So we've got all kinds of shapes. This one's unique. Wife kept harping on me to do something with scallops, so I did. So this one's a cheese tray and this one's a meat tray, or you can put them together. So I made the wife happy. So one of my signature items right now is my new end grain cutting boards. I call them chef specials. So you can cut all your stuff up, put them in your tray, take the tray to the grill, take it to the oven, take it to serve, or take it out to the trash. So they're end grain cutting boards. This is wormy maple and walnut. This one back here is wormy maple and cherry. This one's total walnut. And I've got some other end grain boards here. And then I've got some side grain boards. This is tiger maple and walnut and cherry.
Oh, beautiful.
And make these little wine racks that you can put on your wine.
And for more information, if somebody would like to maybe buy something from you, how can they get a hold of you?
They can email me at lonelyfisherman@aol.com. And it's lonely without an E. It was taken up. I couldn't spell it right. So it's LONLYFISHERMAN@AOL.com.
I am in Miss Tammy's booth this afternoon, and we are testing out her world-class jams and jellies. So I am going to try the raspberry jalapeno.
Yes, ma'am.
On her couterie board, per her husband. This is the right one.
Yes, ma'am.
So just get a little taste here.
Yes, ma'am.
She's so polite, isn't she? Oh my goodness, that is wonderful. Oh my goodness, oh wow. The flavor keeps just bursting in your mouth. This is delicious. Guys, you got to try this.
Hi, I'm Tammy Taylor with Pepperworks in Manchester, Tennessee, and I make different jams and jellies with or without peppers, and I've been doing it pretty much since I was a teenager.
So tell me what you got, what different ones we have here.
I have jalapeno, I have classic jams and jellies, I do habaneros, and I do sugar-free.
So sugar-free, I bet that's, how long have you been doing the sugar-free?
Since I was 14.
Wow, so quite a while. You're
Yes.
not new at this at all.
No.
So how can people find out more information about all your stuff?
Well, you're welcome to call me or text me. Again, I'm in Manchester, and I also make bread and butter jalapenos and 2 different versions of sauces and different gift bags.
And do you have an email?
I do. It is ttaylor0213@aol.com.
Hello, my name is Bill McGinnis. We're at the 51st Annual Warren County Craft Fair. We've got a little bit of booth here with a lot of unique stuff.
Really, what got you into this? I mean, this is just unbelievable.
Just having an eclectic taste. So it started as buying decor for my home, and then it just went from there. Went from buying a couple pieces to buying tractor and trailer loads full.
And what I'm actually walking on, this is some more of this right here. You have these available too, right?
Yes, sir. We do XL hides, we do jumbo hides, and we even do an acid wash hide.
And tell me where you get your skulls and stuff. I mean, this is a process, I guess.
Yes, sir. So a lot of this stuff is raised in Texas, shipped across the border to get slaughtered. Then when it comes back to Texas is where we do all the bulling out of the hides, the bulling out of the horns. Then we do all the assembly. There's a mighty large process that goes into these.
Now tell me, for people that hasn't seen exactly what these bulls are here, this is actually some type of grill, right?
It's a grill smoker. They actually smoke out the nose and out the tail.
Wow.
There's probably 100 man hours goes into making these.
Unbelievable.
And when it comes to the horns and skull sets, we have Texas Longhorns, we have Watusis, and we have Spanish fighting bulls. These are some of the larger sets, but we even have some even larger, up to 80, 90-inch spread.
So if people that's watching this, for more information about how they can see some of your products, what's the best way to?
On Facebook, Billy Wayne McGinnis II, then an email, slingandgrassmowersales.com, or .net, I believe. Yes.
Billy, thank you so much. Good
Thank you very much.
All your local programs is home to you. Community Network Productions invites you to check out our website. That's communitytvtn, all one word, .com. Also, we're on YouTube. Check out our YouTube channel on your smart TV or any mobile device, or simply just Facebook and Instagram. We'd also like to hear from you with show ideas, or if you got a question about a show. Email us at communitytvtn@gmail.com.